Hello, everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in sunny southeastern Manitoba. It is currently minus 8 degrees Celsius, but feels like minus 12 with the wind chill, which means it feels like, or it is 17 degrees Fahrenheit, but feels like 10. But it's sunny and it's nice. And all next week, it's actually supposed to be in the pluses, so I'm really excited about that. And how are you, Miss Jean?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yay!
Been rushing around the house getting ready to go play grandma this weekend.
Yeah, I've got my youngest grandson asked to spend the weekend, so he'll be here later this afternoon.
Awesome.
Yeah, us grandmas, gotta love them. Gotta love
Mm-hmm.
those kids. For sure, for sure.
Yep.
All right, so today we are going to do mini collages. I haven't been doing much of anything the last few days. I haven't even been able to make it down here because my arthritis was so bad, and basically I've just spent the last couple of days curled up with a book. Hey Marguerite, nice to see you. So we're going to be doing mini collages today. So while I was waiting, because I came down here a little bit early, I painted some little rectangular box things so I can use those in various things. Hey Jan, welcome. So nice to see you. It's the BC contingents here. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to show what my inspiration came
Oh,
from.
can I make you big?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So I went to an art gallery this last Saturday, and I was just mesmerized by this woman's work. This is her greeting card with some little collages on it, and then there's two cards here. And I just thought this was amazing. But this was nothing compared to this.
That's beautiful. I love that.
It's a pen. I'm not 100% sure what the base is. I think I looked her up on Instagram, and I think it's vinyl flooring, but it's the real thin stuff. So I don't know for sure. But I just love this, and I want to do something like this. But also, I found on Instagram this woman, and I fell in love with, well, I love the cover anyway of the
Oh, I
magazine.
love those earrings.
I know I can't wear long earrings.
Oh, I can.
I don't have a neck. I really don't. I mean, it's just I might be able to get by with 2 inches, maybe. So anyway, I love her work, and I have been following her already. That's how I seen that she had this article and how she does this.
Okay, are those collage or are those painted? Hey,
They're
Susan,
collage.
welcome. They're collage.
I'm
So
kind of probably going to do her technique to start with because
those are like, go ahead, sorry.
that's okay. What she used was vintage cards
Huh.
and greeting cards and stuff, and she would punch a circle out, and then she just dissects it, makes little triangles out of it, and then she glues them together, and then she uses like a template, a window kind of thing to see how to cut it, how she wants it, what size, what shape, and then I assume she layers and layers paper together. I tried something yesterday with layering papers, and I cut these on my Scan and Cut, and there are 8 layers here of paper.
That's a
Glued
decent
together,
thickness.
and I stamped this, and then I stamped this. I use a wood hardener in my beads, so I'm going to try that. I don't know what it's going to do with the stamping, but I'll know afterwards. Because if it messes that up, then I'll just collage over it and it'll be fine. But in case you can't hear, I don't know if you can hear this or not.
I like that sound.
That's paper.
Okay,
And
so
all
you
those
just use
layers
regular glue?
I used a glue stick because the wet glue was making it warpy.
Yeah.
So yeah. And on my beads, I use glue sticker, I use wet glue, it doesn't matter. And um, they've held up, especially after they're varnished 3 coats.
Yeah.
So anyway, but I cut the circles, and then afterwards I had to get on, and I designed like 7 different shapes that filled the page and made my template so that when I do it, I can just go on and scan and cut the whole thing, and have enough for one pendant. And um, 2 of these pretty much took two. I mean, this is pretty much 1 sheet of paper each. There
Yeah.
is there is leftovers, and there's all the centers, which can easily be another collage. They're in another container for another time. But yeah, and then I made one that I already put the holes in so that you can hang things off of it and make it a charm or a pendant or whatever. But
So it's 8 layers of paper glued together with a glue stick, and then you're collaging them and using them as jewelry pieces.
I think I want to, but they could easily be stuck on the front of a journal,
Yeah.
uh, made into a paper clip, a charm to hang off of your journal or whatever. This is off of the subject, but I still had baby oil stuck in my fingers because I have to put oil in my ears.
Okay.
And look what it does. It
Oh no.
bleeds the ink. So that might be a whole new technique.
That could. Hey Anne, nice to see you. Okay. So 8 layers of something, and then you chop it up and no.
What she does is she punches out circles out of magazines or
What?
greeting cards, and then she slices them into triangles. Then she puts them together again on her circle or her shape. Personally, I do believe that she cuts her shapes. I'm going to use only a punch or only my scan and cut because there's no way, absolutely no way, that I will ever get 8 layers the same size.
Yeah, well, I've got my 2-inch circles punched, right? Like, because I collect them for various things. So, does she use like a thicker back, like a cardboard back once she's got all her magazine layers and stuff punched?
I read it, but I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
And she does. I don't know how she makes her holes in there. Okay, to build the paper course for the beads, gather assorted paper, 5 to 7 pieces for each bead. If punching a hole for a jump ring, or 8 to 10 pieces if using eye pins. When she uses an eye pin, she cuts a little channel in 4 or 5 layers for the eye pin to go down into.
Okay.
And
then puts the other layers on top?
Yes. And that would be okay. But if I want to put an eye pin in there, I think I want to put a bend on it so it's got something to really grip on.
Right.
So hey, I'm not sure if that's the way I want to do it. But, I'm pretty good at making a wire wrap loop and making that into a head pin or eye pin. So that's probably not something I will do.
Okay, so let me get this. So I would put it on a solid back. Like I punch out of pop drink. You can't see because I've got you. I'm sharing again. Okay, so I've got 2-inch circles that I have punched out of like pop box can, from can pop. So I've got those, but they're not really, really thick. They're solid, but they're not indestructible. Yeah. So then I would punch 2-inch holes out of all kinds of collage fodder, right? And then cut them into shapes, and then put them back onto this, and put a hole in it. Put the varnish on after the hole's there, and use it for earrings and things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do this, guys.
I'm not sure what's going to be the best for putting holes in them, but I have a little flexible tool here, drill thing that
Yeah.
I use for everything. So,
Well, I have the awls. I have a little hole punch thing, but after like 8 layers or whatever, there's no way it's going to
yeah,
go.
exactly.
Okay, so basically, I need just 8 layers of regular paper now.
I'm use these little ones that I did. This is cardstock.
Okay,
It's not super heavy cardstock, but it's pretty heavy.
okay,
There's one thing I want to suggest. If you're going to do the layers, I would use them all the same.
okay,
And if you want it like, um, these are the ones I cut on the Scan and Cut this morning, so they're going to be like this thick.
right. Hi,
To have
Belinda.
that
Hi, Sharon.
solid
Hi,
color,
Sharon. Yeah.
you need to have solid color core paper. Believe
Oh,
it or not, you don't want where it's one color and then white on the other side, because you're going to have all the little whites.
right,
The
right.
plus to that is if you glue these together and they're not 100% lined up,
Yeah,
you can take an emery board and you
right.
can file them. And yes, it gets cloudy, but then swipe it off. And when you glaze it, it's fine.
All right.
Because I did that just playing around with some scrap paper, and I completely sanded the seam
Yeah,
out of that bead. Just I was just playing, seeing,
yeah.
doing my testing.
All
So
right. So, since I've got all that lovely blue cardstock, not cardstock, copy paper, I'm going to use that. And I've got a 2-inch punch.
the funny thing is, I just had a bag of punches, circle punches, and I bagged it up for the hardest.
Yeah. So they're gone.
Yep. I mean, like 2 days ago. That's when I put these together. I do want to try to leave little black lines. That's why I chose black.
You know, it would help if I didn't take chunks out of the sides. Ha! Watch where you're punching. You off to the balcony? All right. All right. I spent my entire day cooking yesterday. We'd gone to Costco Wednesday morning, and I picked up a 6-pound chub of burger, ground beef, whatever. And so I cooked that all up into various things. Then my eldest grandson was coming for supper, so I made a big pot of soup so I could send soup home with him. So my hands aren't as happy as they should be today. So I need to glue 8 layers of this together. Hey, Laura, welcome. Nice to see you, hon. I don't know how many I've got. So you said you used like a wood varnish on it. Is that like a urethane or something, Jean?
I use Minwax water-based. Actually, it's sitting right here.
Varathane?
No, I think it's a polyacrylic.
Yeah, Varathane's like a polyacrylic. It dries hard.
Yeah, this is what I use.
Okay. See, ours still come in cans and then they get rusty and all caca-ish. I would love to have them with a skew top like that. But
And then this I bought, and it's a transparent textile and decoration hardener.
Ooh,
And it's supposed to be called Fabric. I got it on Amazon. I was trying to think, I wanted to find things that weren't stinky.
Yeah, but isn't that like petal porcelain? Could you not use that like petal porcelain? Did we have this conversation?
Yes, we have. No, this is, if you even smell this, this smells like glue.
Oh, okay.
And it, um, I don't know if you can kind of see that coming out a little bit. See,
It's
it
white and
comes out.
dries clear.
Yes. And I think it's really too thick for dipping anything.
Yeah.
And this is kind of just going to be a hardener. It's not necessarily going to be a finish.
Right.
And I like the idea of a hardener, especially for beads, and that way anyone can use them however they
Right.
want. But I took it and I put it in a little glass jar, and I did like 2 parts of that to 1 part water, and it was dippable then. But I
Okay.
think I still think I might just thin it down and brush it because I wasn't in love with it, you know.
Okay. Okay. So we're doing these funky earrings that Jean found. So it takes 8 layers of paper put together in a shape. So we're just using circles because that's the kind of punch I've got. I don't have any. And we're supposed to do it so that they stack up nicely. I don't think mine are as level as Jean's are, but we'll figure it out. So that's 2. This is 3.
I tore up an old book a couple days ago, and it's like a coffee table book,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what I'm punching my circles out. And I'm not being real precise because I think some of that black in the separating of the pictures here. Ugh, this is why I'm not a fan of punches.
Yeah, I know. All my other punches are caca.
It's a nice heavy paper, and I think I'm gonna like it. And you know, when you cut this into little pieces, you don't have to use every piece of it. So
Right. I've lost count. Does that matter? Crap. Is that 4 or 5, guys? Anybody counting for me?
I wasn't gonna glue mine together until I've done the collage. Or I'm gonna glue them together, but I'm not gonna put the collage on what I've glued together. I'm gonna add that to one circle in case I mess it up. If that makes sense.
Yep. It does. It does. So then, can you doodle on it after too? Like,
It's your work. You can do whatever the hell you want. Sorry, my language just got away from me.
oh, my language has been gone all day. Not that it's ever really here, but
I bought a tablet of paper at Hobby Lobby, colored paper, a small one because I wanted some smaller pieces for some projects.
yeah.
And it's not solid core. It's the same color on each side, but it's white in the middle.
Oh, isn't that annoying? That's the way my black um cardstock tablet is.
I know y'all just showed up just to watch me punch circles today, right?
And I'm gluing. We're exciting. Woohoo!
Honestly, Laura, this punch is kind of, I don't know if I could double it up. I don't know if I have the strength to push through it. And look, Kim, I'm throwing this stuff away.
What? What are you throwing away?
This.
Oh, you break my heart.
Well, it's that or live to be 300.
I know. So I don't know. I didn't count. See, I'm reading chat and I'm not counting. I have no idea. 20 by 20 diamond painting of a dragon. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
That was one thing about this art gallery that I went to. I I've been in galleries. I've had my work in galleries, not just locally, other places.
Yeah.
And um, what amazed me in this one is they had the walls with each person's different art up on it, but yet they had displays around the room that had a mix of everybody's. And I
Yeah.
just loved it because there were so many different things that you really could linger there. You know, on the wall, everybody, one person's paintings,
Right.
they have a style.
They do.
You kind of just see it. But when it's mixed in, you stop and you pay attention. But something I've never ever seen before. They had great big, probably, I don't know, they were bigger than 16 by 20 inches, um, almost poster size diamond paintings.
Really.
So detailed, so intense, framed and under glass. They were amazing. I mean, I've never seen anything like it ever.
Thanks, Laura. Now I'm just going to go back and forth between them. They kind of feel the same thickness to me. What's one stinking sheet of paper? It's going to be earrings, right?
Yeah. Well, and if you've got, you can sand the edges a little bit if you need to.
Well, I'm going for like thickness wise. You know, seriously, one sheet of paper. I don't know that's going to make that much difference.
Yeah. Now, black is a pain in the ass to see, so.
It is. It is.
And see, I don't know if you can tell, but I can tell that there's a little bitty notch right there.
Yeah, I can
That's
tell.
something I found out I can easily get rid of.
That's cool. And I figure too, if it's too thick for me to punch, I can always take it out to the drill press, right? Right.
Exactly. That's kind of what I was thinking. I have my little drill here. It's not exactly a press, but I
Well,
can I can
long
get a
enough,
press for it.
I can get him to chop it for me.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
It really is. It's surprising just how solid it is. I don't know how many I've done either, but I'm gonna keep going till I'm happy with this good and thick.
Yeah. I feel like this one has maybe two extra sheets on it because they just
Well,
feel.
a lot of it depends upon what you want. I mean, maybe, once you've done it, I mean, like even this is probably 4 layers, maybe. I don't know
Yeah.
more. And it's flexible, but it's wet.
Yeah. Well, mine's not that flexible. Not on camera. I shoved this table when I was cleaning the other day, so if I'm not on camera, just yell at me, guys.
It's Bellamare Jewelry was the name of that magazine. Oh yeah, now after I pressed it, it's not so flexible. I am very generous when I use stick glue.
Oh yeah, this one definitely needs one more, and I think we'll be closer. But you know what? They're going to be on either side of my head. If anybody's really going to look that close, you know what I will say to them? And it's not going to be polite. Hey, again, did you know that earring's thicker than the other? Yeah, seriously. If they're that close to look, then they better be a really good friend of mine.
Well, really, I mean, you can be talking straight face to somebody and you still don't really see perfectly both sides of their head.
Exactly. All right. I'm going to say that these are done. So now what do? Is I take patterned paper and I chop out a whole bunch of bits of patterned paper that size.
Mm-hmm.
All
There,
right.
Jan, that's the name of this magazine. In case I was mispronouncing it, which is not uncommon. I'm going to leave me 2 to collage on in case I screw one up. You know, that could happen. Not probable. Oh. I don't know why I'm in such a good mood because my art room is so messy.
Oh,
And I'm going away for I don't know how many days.
well, I had this all cleaned for last Sunday's printing, and then I streamed on Tuesday. I, I still have a table in front of me that is like stacked probably 2 feet high with stuff on it that just silliness, I tell you. All right. So are you using magazine pages to punch out these, or are you using like painty papers and other things?
I'm using magazine pages because I lingered longer in the shower than I should have. So I didn't have a chance to get my painting papers out. I think that would be amazing too. But yeah, I'm gonna do the magazine because it's actually a book because it's handy. So this is my jewelry block that I pound on solid steel. I'm gonna weight mine down while it's drying. Now it doesn't really have a handle, but I lose this thing all the time and I use it all the time. So there I know where it's at.
How many pieces do I want?
What?
How many pieces do I want?
I don't know. I mean, because this one, even though, I mean, there's like this color over here is nothing like this one. So it's going to give you all different kinds of pieces. I mean, we
Yeah.
made a whole lot more than this. I just cut out 6, 7, 8, 9. I cut out 11.
Okay, and do you cut them all the same way or not?
I don't know yet. She just says cut it in triangles. And I think when you look at her pictures, I already lost the page here. Oh, there we go. Woo! They're kind of all the same size, but not. I'm sure if you measured them, they're not all the same size. And you look at her little piles of them here.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by cutting them kind of in half. I got them all
Yeah.
stacked up.
Yeah, there's.
Well, mine aren't all in nice little piles like hers were.
No, mine aren't going to be either. No. I'm thinking maybe this is not a good.
Okay, so I'm just mutsky-putskying them into different, like, and then I'm just going to grab pieces and put them down. Then we're going to see what happens. So for this part, do you use the wet glue or dry glue? Did you just use dry glue the whole time?
I don't know, Kim. I haven't made these either.
Okay.
In her list of ingredients, she says glue stick, matte medium, and tacky glue.
Okay.
So, I guess whatever you prefer.
Okay.
You know how I am. I find a project I like and I just
Wing it.
Yep. That's the first time I read all the instructions.
Awesome. This is going to work. Well, I'm just going to mosaic this and not mosaic, collage it. It's going to be what it's going to be. Oh, see? I might have an overlap in the center. I might have to put something really funky in the center there. Hey, Joni, welcome.
That would be a
I
good
don't know if
place
I said Heidi.
for
Pardon?
a crystal or something like that.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
I tried the X-Acto knife and didn't really care much for it.
Yeah.
Maybe a sharper blade, maybe, but
I just lopped it with my scissors.
yeah, I'm liking that just as much. I didn't think I could be as precise with scissors.
Well,
but I mean, it's more precise than I thought it would be.
you know, it's kind of interesting. I got some overlaps, and it's going to be what it's going to be by the time I'm done.
But the thing is, you can easily pick them up. I mean, when you go laying them down there, you could decide if it needs trimmed down a little bit, something like that. Maybe, I don't know. I think I'm going to cut a couple more because I seem to have a lot of one color in there.
This would be nice to do. Those Christmas trees that we did?
Uh-huh.
I think this would be nice to do with like the Christmas trees if we did really little ones.
Yes.
Ugh, it's just smushed. It's totally smushed. Come out. I am so stuck up here. It's
and my color on both sides, so that kind of gives me lots of choices.
Yeah, whereas mine, not so much.
I'm going to be weird and use tweezers because
you can?
Yep. Because I think my hands are going to get tired.
Yeah.
Handling these tiny pieces.
Okay, so I I didn't cut them any way, shape, or form the same. So I've got just a wee tiny little gap. Do you see that wee tiny little blue gap right there? That,
Uh-huh.
so this next one's definitely going to have to overlay.
Woohoo! I had one on and I'm pressing it and it slipped.
I need one more piece of painty paper.
What did you use to glue yours onto your paper?
I just used this craft bond glue stick. Right here.
Come
So
on,
now,
there's got to be some different colors in here. Oh, there's some yellow. Oh, I don't want yellow next to that one.
yeah, see, I don't really have a nice yellow. I've got mixtures of stuff.
Yeah, I can see some issues with my cutting because I'm wanting to leave lines in them and it's not really easy to leave lines in them.
Oh, you're leaving lines between so that you can see the black?
I'm trying.
That's why I figured I would go back and doodle them. So, ladies, happy International Women's Day, all you ladies out there. And does anybody have exciting plans for the weekend? Aside from Jean going babysitting, being the grandma? Okay, so I've got my sort of pie thing. Let's do that other one, and then let's do some doodling and see if they could, what it looks like.
For somebody who's not a fan of blue and orange together, that's what it's turning out to be.
I love blue and orange together.
Turquoise and orange I can handle.
Look, they're sticking to me. Oh, I detest glue sticks. I don't know if I've told you that in the past, but I really am not a glue stick fan.
Yeah, I think I've heard that before.
Look, everything's just stuck to me here. Silly darn things.
Okay, next pictures we cut up, we're going to look for some green.
I got green. I got a nice variety.
Well, of course you do.
Well, it's because the stack of painty papers lives on my desk, right?
I think painty papers would be really pretty in this. And that's what I would probably prefer, but
Gotta use what's on hand, right?
yep, I used what was close. That's how I roll.
Me too.
I can make some things out of weird things because I use what's on hand.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I do, I do. Anybody crafting anything fun lately? You have to work all weekend, Laura? Yeah. Knitting challenge. Watercolor landscape on Sunday. Oh, nice. Uh-oh, achy and sluggish doesn't bode well. Hope you do feel better, Jan. Not fun, not fun. Just a reminder, March 22nd, I will not be streaming. It's a Friday. I am taking a class on making sacred hoops. It's taught by a couple of elder artists, native elder artists, and it's a 2 day class. So I have to go into the city for it, but I'm really excited about it. I've seen some of the ones that she's done and posted, and they are just stunning. Absolutely stunning. Getting out this afternoon should help, yeah. See, this is almost like doing those, what are they called? Jelly roll quilts, where you stack up all your fabric and you all cut it all the same way so that you use the blocks
Mm-hmm.
and you can intermix.
Okay, I have my first one.
That's cute. See, that's the thing about using magazine pages because they're glossy then, right?
Yeah, I could put a center thing in there, and I might. I don't know. It looks like they didn't all meet, but these two that where it looks like there's some black right there.
Yeah.
There's black on the tip of that piece. So I don't know. We might just punch one and see.
Yeah, I'm really interested in doing this sacred hoop thing. It should
Oh,
be
look at when I get the thickness. You know, it looks so cool.
it is very cool.
I'm going to do another one, but I'm going to not do triangles this time.
Yeah,
Why?
see, I was wondering about that. About
I
the
really
color.
like this wavy thing. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
love that.
I'm gonna try that.
That's like wobble cutting.
So I think this is gonna have Kim's are gonna be earrings. Mine's probably just gonna be a pendant. I don't know yet. It's bothering me because it's kind of glossy, but where the glue's on it is cloudy, and that's driving me crazy. But
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do anything with it.
yeah. That's
I'm
why I
not.
don't
I'm
like
not. I'm not.
using gloss magazine pages because you get that little bit of glue on and it doesn't come off. It doesn't, you know.
Yeah, I was just looking at hers, and all her centers meet.
Of course they do because she probably measures.
It's okay. I can deal with that. Um, you know, it's okay. I don't my when I quilt, my pieces don't match either. So
Yeah, I know. Mine too. Little one, just a little one. I thought I cut out a whole bunch of different pages, but it doesn't look like I'm repeating, and I shouldn't have to repeat. I don't think.
yeah, Oh, here we go. Here's some pink.
You found what? Pink?
Yep.
Awesome. Hey, Brenda, nice to see you. No crafting?
Is Ann in the room?
No, Anne is busy building some metal shelves.
Oh,
She
okay.
just kind of popped in and out.
Well, she had talked about in the print in the tissue paper she used, and I forgot what the name of that was.
Oh, right. I can't remember either. See, I used smaller ones on this one. That's why I have to use them more than once. There we go. Doesn't matter. They're fun. Yeah, definitely we'll have to do something in the centers because they don't match. But I kind of used I did use the same papers on them. I don't know how well you guys can see.
That's cool.
Look at all these triangles I've got left.
Yep, that's what I was wondering. Thank you, Joni.
Carnival, yeah.
Now I got to find something to write with. In an art room. Who would think you'd have something to write with somewhere?
No. We never have that kind of thing. No. So, if you were going to doodle on them, would you use like a black Sharpie, gel pens, pen and ink? What would you use? Because I want to go between with the black and then do white dots. Does that make sense? You know how we
I
do it.
would do something pretty fine.
Really fine? Well, how am I supposed to put white dots on it then?
Okay, never mind.
We're experimenting. It's just paper, and we're trying something new. That's too fine. Well, let's see. We'll move the glue paper because I keep sticking to it. No, I need something a little bit bigger. Just like a Sharpie, but like this kind of a Sharpie. No, that end is not a happy end. I'd have to dig out a new Sharpie in order to do this. This has a really nice chiseled end. Let's see how thin I can get with that. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Okay, this little stripy thing isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be.
No, I think that's one that you would have to do the same way that you do those jelly roll things. You have to stack the paper and cut them all the same so
Yeah,
that they match.
yeah.
I think that's better.
Oh, yeah.
I've got a glob of glue on this brown paper. I keep sticking to it. Okay, so we cut out 2-inch circles of just plain paper. We glued about 8 layers together. the pattern or the recipe called for 8 layers together. Um, I lost count, so I'm winging it. And then you cut a bunch of papers up into, like you cut more circles, you cut them into triangles, and you put them on. Oh, look, I'm making a mess. You put them on so that it goes all the way around. And hers all met in the center, mine don't. I've got a little bit of blue showing. I don't know what I'm doing here. I might do the edges in black, of course, because. And of course, Jean took an emery board to hers. I've got an emery board sitting there, but this one you can really see a lot of the blue around the edge. So I think I will. I'm just trimming off the excess paper with some scissors.
Well, this
What?
was a tabletop artist book, and I don't think that he used green in his art. Or very little green.
Very little green. So I'm going around the edge with black. And I guess that I have to be very careful where I punch the holes because I have to watch what size for the jump rings I'm using, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, are hers done on both sides or not? Whoops.
I don't think so.
Okay. Of course, I use the blue because I've got lots of that blue copy paper. So, and I use painty papers and the inside of an envelope. Jean is using magazine papers. Nurses are bad patients. Yes, pain is pain, and he's an idiot. So this almost looks like one of those spinny wheels where you're going to win a prize, and they go. So now I'm going to put white dots down these black marks. I heard that doctors were worse patients than nurses.
I had a dream last night. I dated my doctor.
Oh,
Oh,
is your doctor cute at least?
yeah, he is. He's very attractive.
Oh, there you go.
I was going to say for an older man, and then I thought, that's not good. You know what you could do? Is you could make you a template for the wavy lines
You could.
and then print it a zillion times so that you can do it in all different kinds of things. I don't know. Just thinking. I could print that on the back of my painting papers.
You could.
Ooh.
Like you do for your beads.
Yeah. I don't know if I can cut this many layers at one time. I really want to use this. So I'm trying to. trying to hold it on there and cut, and it's not working.
Oh.
So,
I like it with the white dots. Thanks, Jen. They lost a stone down the duct. Ouch. Oh, brutal. Brutal, Marguerite. Tuesday, ladies, we are doing journal cards. So I've posted the recipe on Meet Your Creativity and in my community tab on here. So basically you need some sort of backing, some sort of something to put on the front, like a background, unless you use your master boards. Then stuff to decorate it with. So some die cuts and that kind of thing. And a focal point.
oh crap.
Oh my. You know what? I like them. I like them.
Yes, they're very cool.
So now what I want to do is do like little curvy lines, almost like petals, or make it into like a flower with petals.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to do it like a flower with petals. I'm going to draw just loops of each. Because might as well have a lot of fun.
All right, here we go. We'll see if I royally screwed this up. The thing is, I'm either going to have to do how many ever layers I have here or throw them away because I'll never get them back in the right order.
I like it.
Okay, we'll start with this. This is close enough.
I like these.
Well,
You
there's
know what? I'm thinking that I don't even know if I want them as earrings. I want to use them as like buttons or something because they're so good and strong that for
yeah,
closures, for journals, for doing ties and wraps and that kind of
yeah.
thing.
Well, and here's something else you can go into the mini collage with.
Why did I miss that one? Duh.
You know, if you've got, I don't know about anybody else, but our phone book always has a magnet on the front when they come
Oh,
out every year. This is just that sheet magnet,
yeah.
and I just did collages.
Those are
Cool.
cool. So I would wear those as earrings. But like I say, if I put like a hole in the center, put a brad in it, I could use it as because they're thick. They don't bend.
Yeah.
Those are wonderful. Yeah. You know what? I might just leave these like this. I could put 2 holes in them and sew them on like buttons. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I have a new favorite thing to do. We're going to make more of those because I got all these little bits to play with. And it doesn't really matter that you've got two of the same on if you do it this way. Is that in focus?
That's gorgeous.
Thanks. We don't get phone books.
Okay, this isn't working. They're not lined up like they're supposed to be.
Hmm.
Oh well, I'm going to make it work. They don't have to be perfect.
Gonna get really sticky again.
This is
Those
so
are
anal
fun.
of me.
Pardon?
This is so anal of me.
Why?
Um, so each little group, because I'm not sure if I'm going to do these again, but I don't want to throw these away in case I really like it. And I don't have any paper clips. So I'm clipping them together with a little piece of paper that gives them their number order.
Oh,
Oh,
this is for.
yeah, just that first one didn't match up very good, but it looks okay. I'm okay with this. I can dig it. Oh my God,
Can I
I
make
just
you big?
ended.
I'm making
Huh?
you big. I'm making
Okay.
you big. That's fun.
Sorry, my hearing is. Oh, I put the glue on the wrong side.
Hey, this could be considered using collage fodder, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome, because I'm way behind.
So am I. Oh, wait, I haven't even started.
Well, like I say, I haven't been down here for 2 days, so I've got like 3 days worth to do. So I'm going to consider these as one of the days, today's. I just have to do something for the other 2 days. That's 8 layers. That's pretty thick.
Did you just drop something?
No,
Maybe I did. Oh, I see. Hang on a minute.
I have an order from Amazon coming today, guys.
I
I
didn't turn off my um, scan and cut.
oh,
So it shut itself off and dropped my tab or my sheet out on the floor. I didn't want the dogs to come in here and step on it and get dog hair all over it.
yeah. So I'm expecting my water conditioner stuff for using my acrylic paint for marbleizing. It's supposed to get
Cool.
delivered today, so I'm really excited about that. I used to use those oil-based testers from doing models.
Mm-hmm. But this will let you use your acrylic.
Yeah,
That's so smart.
yeah. So I'm excited. I want to try it. It's going to be a play. We'll see if my grandson wants to play. If he doesn't, then Maybe another day. You know, got excited about that. Yeah, I know I don't like surgery either. One more. All right, so I got two more to do. I'm going to see if I've got a couple more papers I can punch holes out of, then cut triangles. And I really think I would prefer to use wet glue. Yeah, yeah. Me, mine is about that long too, Brenda. Same thing. Same thing. It'd be nice if I had some fun papers. Fun papers. I need some fun papers. That's a really bright green. Let's do this. And it'd be nice if I had a pink too, but I don't think I do. I sure didn't get much nice prints from the play on the weekend. I'm going to use a hunk of this. So I'm going to have all kinds of little triangle stuff to play with after as well. Oh my dear Dusty, that's brutal. I'm sorry to hear that.
My daughter recently had gallbladder surgery, and that it was in and out. My son had a hernia surgery, and it was day surgery too.
I was in the hospital for a few days with my gallbladder surgery, but I mean that was way back, right? Like my oldest daughter was 6 months old.
So there's my swirly, a wavy
Oh, I
line.
like that.
I think I do too. I do want to do the edges in black because some of them are and some of them aren't. But for now, I'm going to leave it. I don't have all the circles cut, so I'm just going to make collages and put my circles together later. So there's that one and that one. And I may have saved all of these and marked them so I'd know which layer they were. But you know what? I don't really want to use this color anymore, so it's time to find something else to work with.
Okay. Oh, I just glued the wrong side of that one. See? I'm learning from you, Jean. I'm learning from you. But I've known to do that a few times.
They're all ready to make 7 more.
7 more.
Yep.
I like those swirly ones.
These,
Not those, the one that you just did, the wobbly cut ones.
I want to try this too. But I'm I'm already thinking on this one
Yeah.
that I want to make that spiral shape and out of solid colors and then cut it, I think. I don't know. I don't know. So now I'm going to do my oval eggy looking one here. No, I'm not. I'm going to finish something. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to punch the rest of my black circles to put on the one I just finished.
That's just it, right? Actually finishing stuff. I am working so hard on trying to do stuff. You know what? I'll be back in just a minute. I'm muting. Hang on. I have to mute for a bit. Jean, I'm gonna make you big.
Okay. We're back at the beginning where you get to watch me make punches. You know, I think it might be cool. You know, I love my colors. I'm thinking I might take and punch circles out of some other colors and cut that up. Just do solid colors and then I can doodle on it if I want to. I love making garbage. My husband hates it, but I love it. That's funny, Marguerite. My daughter had twins. She didn't. She was able to drive, but yeah, she couldn't put her socks on and all kinds of other fun things like that. All right, so I just happen to have close at hand all these pretty colors. Gonna try 2 at a time. Let's see if I can punch 2 at a time. Yes. Our twins were one was 6'5" and one was 5'6". They're very big babies now, but in fact, our babies turn 1 this into this month. I'm married to an identical twin also. But even the funnier part of that is that my sister is also married to an identical twin. And I can go on beyond that. My husband's name is Gary, spelled Gary, and her husband's name is Gary, spelled Gerry, and their twins are both Jerrys. Wow. Our twins actually never was in the NICU, which, you know, they said that was one of their first times ever that they weren't in the twins weren't in the NICU. And then, even funnier than that, my husband's brother Jerry, he is divorced, but the woman he's dating's name is Jeannie. My husband told me I was going to be old Jeannie, and I said, "Oh no, I'm going to be Jeannie number 1." You know, 43 years in the family, I ought to have a little bit of seniority there. Yeah, I'm not so lucky, Brenda. My babies were both big, and they're big adults too. So. One was 8'6½", and one was 9'2". Okay, that should get me a few circles. Okay, lost glue cap. Oh well, it's all good. It's kind of hard to think of something to say without Kim here, me picking on her. Wow. Yeah, they teased me in the delivery room that if my daughter would have been any bigger, she'd have come out riding a tricycle. Yeah, I don't think old is what it's going to be. No way. I still wanted to use an X-Acto knife and do this all cool, but I think that probably makes a difference on whether your centers are lined up or not. But that's okay. It's all good. I feel like I'm cutting watermelon slices. Miniature. Hi, Stacy. I was 8'8" when I was born. Exactly double what my mom was. She was 4'4". She used to sleep for the first few months of her life in a shoebox. They say that my grandma took her to the laundromat and some lady almost sat on her in her shoebox at the laundromat. I don't know if that's true or not, but Stacy, did you get your prize I sent to you? So I was going to glue these together and make my back, but now I have to try another circle. So
Sorry, guys.
the little journal thing.
Sorry, guys.
Are you back now?
Am I here?
Yep.
Oh, see? Got my sound turned down and everything. Am I back?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I had to do something there. All right. While I was in the background, I made 2 more. Oh dear, talking about births and things. What? Hey, Stacy, welcome, hon. Nice to see you. Oh, 10-7 when you were born. That's a decent size. That's a good size. All right. Okay. I kind of caught up on the chat. I'm still kind of behind. Okay, Jean, what are you up to? You're just doing those. Oh, you're doing the triangle ones now, and
Yeah,
you're just using plain colored paper.
I am. Just playing.
Just playing. All right. Pardon me. Anybody else playing with us? 15 and 17 pounds. Wow. Wow, Brenda, that's a difference, eh?
I'll have to check into it, Stacy. I sent it. It probably should have been there. I can check the tracking on it.
I think these are awesome. I have to admit, thanks, Jean. Again, you've come up with a new toy. This one
You're
is.
quite welcome.
Pardon?
I said, you're quite welcome. This is something I was wanting to make anyway, so I'm glad you took my suggestion. This morning, an hour before we came on.
Well, maybe a little bit more than an hour before we came on.
Yeah, maybe
But it
just a
wasn't
little.
much. It wasn't much, but this is how we do Fridays, guys.
If you notice on my circles here, I'm not doing a, pink, yellow, green, blue, pink. I'm not doing that.
No.
I can't. That's something that's very difficult for me to do.
I have a hard time doing that too.
I mean, it may look good to some people, and that's okay. But to me, it just don't feel right.
Yeah. Sometimes it's just too uniform, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Working on the glue paper again. Stuck to it. Yellow and pink are not friends? Why?
Oh, I like yellow and pink together.
Me too.
Toss in some orange, and we're all happy.
Yeah. Or even like a peach. Because you put them together and it makes peach. I like it. Why don't you think it works, Dusty? I'm curious. Is it just a personal thing? Or did you read it somewhere? Personally, I detest red and green together. Don't like it one bit.
I like yellow in things. I don't particularly care for just yellow because yellow makes things pop.
It does.
It's funny. Did your triangles, when you put them on, did you have to trim the outside edges?
Yes,
Okay, good.
because I didn't cut them in any. But like, I think she probably measured hers really well.
Or she just didn't say anything about trimming them.
Yeah, because I had to all four. I had to trim the outsides. Oh, you don't like yellow? Okay. Well, I've always heard that yellow and red aren't great together, but I like yellow. What? Yellow and red together. Uh huh. I like them together. To me, they have punch, right? I don't know that. I mean, I have done whole pages. I've used a stencil and done yellow and red together, but I'm only using little bits of it because the whole page is kind of like, oh my word, look at you. You know, we're just going to sing and dance and swear at each other all over the place. But little bits I love. And a lot of times when I do flowers, I do the red with the yellow center.
Okay, Kim, I had to dig in my trash can, just so you know.
Woo! Right on. What are you missing?
I had to have little pieces to make some
Fill,
other patches.
fillings?
Is this one's center not matching is quite obvious.
Yeah.
And because it's all solid, I don't want to put a pattern in the middle.
Right. Could you put in like a black hole punch or something? Like,
See,
oh yeah. Oh, look at that. I like that.
some of my spacing isn't the same, so I'm going to have to go over that with a marker. But look, if you took this and I made some, made it nice and thick.
Yeah.
Let me bring this down.
Do you want me to make you big? I'll make you big.
No, that's okay. And then I could do these on either side with um, bead links,
Oh yeah.
and then chain and I don't know, funk it up a little bit.
Those would be lovely. Yep. That
I
would
really like this one too. And I've worked myself into this much space again.
I have lots of space right now. Shh. Did I say that out loud?
All this crap, and I still can't find that stupid paint or glue lid. Oh well, it's all good. It's all good. I think I'm going to have to do another one. I really like these colors.
Well, I have to admit, I think these are a lot of fun. But I like doing little things. So this just sings to my love of little bits, right?
Well, if these turn out like I think they're going to turn out, I'm going to be really excited. I mean, after they're all glazed up and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun using tweezers too.
Oh, I was going to look for my tweezers and I haven't yet.
Well, when Erin had the twins, her incision reopened.
Oh my.
And so she had to, well, they were born in March and it was August before she stopped going to the wound care. And
Yeah.
every time she went to change her dressings, they gave her a pair of these tweezers
Oh.
and a little pair of scissors because that's what they used and they were going to throw them away. And I went with her the first time and she says, "Yeah, I better save these. My mom will have my butt." So, needless to say, I have lots of little pairs of tweezers, but these are super fine point. These are from my beading days.
Nice. There, I've got 4. I think those are really fun. So instead of doing like 8 layers of paper, I could just do them on cardboard
Mm-hmm.
if I'm just turning them into buttons like this. Like these are really, really good and sturdy. I'm just going to do them on buttons. I'm just turning it into my own thing now.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of is a good thing that all my triangles aren't all exactly the same size.
Yeah, I'm just putting them down any old which way. So yeah, some match and some don't, and you know these would even make really fun flowers, like on the front of a journal.
Mm-hmm.
So I just put the glue on the wrong side of that one too.
One of the shapes I have set up for my scan and cut is a flower
Yeah,
because, in my opinion, I just, if you can't punch it or cut it on there, they're never all going to be the same size, and I want the layers to be the same size.
right. Which makes sense to me. Like I mean, I'll fold I'll fold paper and wobble cut it, but you know, even then, they're not all exact, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these are fun. I could use these as ATC trading coins.
Yes, you could. Now these look circusy, don't they?
They do. I like them.
I do too.
I really do like
You
them.
can tell a difference after I did one and this one. The spacing is better, and it's not perfect, but when you hand cut those triangles, they're not going to be perfect.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, Dusty. I know that those can take a long time. My girlfriend gifted me a bag of leftover diamond dots. They're fun to use in these projects. But I do like the circle in the center.
Yeah, I do too. Ooh, look, I can stack them together and make a rainbow. That's what I'm going to do.
Awesome. What a great way of using up lots of little scraps. Lots of little scraps can get used up in this kind of a project.
Yep.
I'm all about using up the little scraps.
So I'm just putting 8, no, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need one more. 2 of each color. So that'll be 8. And putting them together, and you can You can't see it. But I think it'll be thick enough for whatever it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, all these little triangles are going to go in a bag, and I'm keeping them. Yes, I sure as heck ain't cutting them again.
Yep. No, I think that these would just make lovely. You know how you tie the string around big buttons inside?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what else this would be cool? It's a lot of work for just that, though, but if you strung these on the line and made a garland,
Oh, wouldn't it? Yeah,
because you could glue your thread in between a couple layers.
you could. I like that idea. I think I would do it more like a mobile kind of thing, though. Like hanging from the ceiling, have both sides done, and so that it could flip and flop.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I think that would be lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
I'm going to glue my layers together because since I can't find the lid for the glue stick, let's use it up.
Okay. That's annoying when that happens.
But you know, when you put the glue on these and they're still kind of soft before it starts, you could make shaped things too,
You could. You really could.
which would be really cool in a mobile too.
It would. Ooh. Now, if we punched out like little elephants or stars, even, that could be really cute.
Yep.
I like it.
Well, I made my first templates in Canva because I wanted certain things.
Yeah.
But then this morning when I got into the scan and cut, I forgot about all the shapes. There was arrows and
Yeah.
the funky shapes. And I was like, oh yeah.
Wouldn't that look cute? Like big arrows, all decorative, and like turn the page and find out.
You know, even just gluing these together is fun.
It is.
Layers, you know, without the decorations. You could cut it out of say a calendar because maybe it's a little stiffer and layer 3 or 4 or 5 together
Yeah.
and just make embellishments, just several layers of paper.
Yeah. Consider, or even a tuck, right? Because if you just glue down like an L, that's like a perfect little tuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I hardly ever make journals anymore, so.
I know. I've been doing just signatures, right? And I did that. I covered that file folder with that corduroy, that black corduroy, and then I hated it with that signature.
Uh-huh.
But when we did the print along, I got this print. I think that's going to be the cover I'm going to use for that
Oh, cool.
signature journal. It's got kind of the folly colors that I've used in it for the edgings and things.
Mm-hmm.
So that just seemed to make some sense to me. I feel like I'm running out of choices to put down. Well, I guess I'm on the sixth one, so that kind of makes sense. Yeah, I think if I do any more, I'll have to cut a couple more circles in order to have enough variety again to go all the way around. So these are the ones that I did on, well, this I think was a Kleenex box or a tissue box, whatever you call them. And this was from a pop soda cans. So they're not nearly as stiff as this, because this is really solid. But I mean, if I wanted to just use them for the tucks, or this is still fine, you know. It's got some bulk to it, but it's not really, really heavy. Those ones can be pretty thick. I think I could do one more anyway with what I've got here before I have to cut more. Let's just grab something. Some of these are painty paper on cardstock, so I don't want to use those because they're fun. Use this. We'll see if it sticks to that glossy stuff there. Anybody playing along with us? Out of curiosity.
I don't have a pen that's going to get me. There we go. All I had to do was whine a little bit and it just shows up. Well, Sharpie's not going to work.
No?
No, it just sucked up the ink in that spot. I mean, it's like.
Oh, and then it kind of bled, or no?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh.
This paper is must be a little, whoops, and then I just slipped. So I guess we're going to do the whole thing. We're going to doodle on it. Always good to have a change of plan.
Yep. Oh, look. I have one right there I could have used. Well, what the heck? Oh, well, I put a red one beside a green one. By the time I doodle on it, we won't see it. I hope. Circles work so nice for this with the triangles.
So just to be safe, I'm going to spray these with a matte sealer
Okay.
before I put any kind of gloss on them, because I don't know if anything has a solvent base to it, what it will do to the Sharpie.
Right.
And I don't want to already redo something I had to redo because of one mistake.
Yep. I understand that too. This one has a lot of green in it.
You know you're not on screen.
Oh. Sorry, guys. I'll move up right away.
Okay, there's my save.
Oh, I like it.
I do too. I like it a lot.
Now I don't know if I want to put solid. Well, no, I couldn't put a solid center in these, but don't know. Just don't know. But I admit these are lots of fun.
That's 8 layers plus the collage.
Okay, that's
That's
pretty
pretty,
solid.
yeah. I guess we're kind of making cardboard, huh?
I guess, or press board or whatever it's called, right? So I got 3 more to doodle on. They're fun. I have to admit, I just think they're a blast. I could see making a lot of these. It's like you say, they're relaxing. You
They
know?
really are.
Nobody answered when I asked if anybody was playing with us.
Hmm. Oh,
So
yeah,
good.
look at the difference. I think I'm going to have to do that to this one, too.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it until I did this.
Yes, yes. I understand that. I definitely like it with the thick black. And seriously, just doing the dots, I think it adds something.
I lost my wavy one.
Uh-oh. I didn't see where you put it.
I didn't either. You know, it could have got glued into something.
Oh, no. Yeah, if
Oh,
it
wait.
was down.
It's stuck on here.
Oh,
There it is. I'm going to accent my lines a little bit because some of the paper, you can see the cut marks, the white paper.
yeah. I get it. All right. So, like I say, these ones are just on packaging. They're not as thick as the others, which is fine. They will still work good for tucks. Or even for buttons.
Mm-hmm. I like the black as my background, but man, is it hard to match up.
Yeah. I have a hard time working with black lately.
I tried crocheting something with black once. Oh, what a nightmare.
Yep. I know that feeling. I do know that feeling. Have to be just in the right light for it. These would even just be cute, just tucked into pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Journal. I mean, these ones you can't write on the backs, but these ones you could.
These would make really cool keychains too.
Oh, wouldn't they? They really would. Right.
I'm relatively sure I won't be able to punch a hole in them with a regular punch.
No, no, I don't think so either.
I do have a jewelry punch for metal
Right?
that might poke through them.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it got a little finger and then, it's pliers and then
Right.
it goes into the hole. So
Right.
it might work.
Yeah, I don't think if I'm gonna put a hole in, it's gonna be in the center
Mm-hmm.
for Brad, or I'm gonna do two holes and use them as buttons.
I have a friend on Facebook, and everybody that's having birthdays this year from my class are turning 65.
Yeah.
And she's a couple years older than us. And she just keeps telling everybody that it's their birthday. Happy birthday and welcome to Medicare.
Awesome.
Don't know what made me think of that, but
It's because everybody's talking about gallbladders and kids and stuff today.
yeah.
It's
Okay. I'll do that one last.
So does that include like dental and glasses and everything?
Um,
Prescriptions?
no, you have to get extra plans for those.
Okay. Yeah, dental isn't covered here.
I got some dental work I need to get done, so I'm going to work on getting that this year. Gary's still working, so we have his insurance.
Right.
He went with the basic Medicare, but not any of the supplements because we still have our insurance, and that would be double coverage. I don't think the guy that we were talking to was thrilled about it, but after the ordeal of trying to get on the market insurance for myself, I was like, let's just keep what we got. It's good, it's working. Because in November, we'll both be ready for all of it. So,
Right.
thanks, Jan. Have fun.
Oh, you're off? Okay, Jan. Hope you're feeling better.
Well, if she's off to hang out with her granddaughter, she's gonna feel better regardless.
Oh, definitely. It's amazing what those little ones can do for you, right?
Absolutely. The picture I got of Gavin today was so funny. That kid is just a handful.
I think boys are. Oh, see, am I even on screen again? I don't even know. Don't even know. Yeah, yeah. Look, I've got lots done.
Cool.
They're not works of art, but they're cute, and I think that that's important. I just love whimsical things, right? Like if it makes
Yeah.
me smile, I think it's going to make other people smile. So that's why I have so much fun with them. Now I want to try doing some of those wobbly ones that you just did. I'll finish drawing the petals, then I'll do a wobble. Oh, look, I didn't finish doing the dots like Kimberly. What the? My goodness. My goodness.
I think I'm gonna have to invest in some cardstock. Some good black cardstock.
Well, I got a pad of cardstock from off Amazon. It's a book of it. But like I say, it's white core. And I'm not overly fond. Like, it worked for what I needed. But if I was to do what you're doing and cutting it and stacking it, I would definitely have to go around it with marker. I love these guys. I am such a child. I admit it. But they're fun.
Okay, this one I'm not gonna go and round the corners because I did I like it like this too.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I like those rounded corners. See, I was
I
thinking
do
what
too.
about with
But
these? That if you cut in, you could make them into like flowers, right?
yeah, I'm not going to cut through 8 layers of glued paper.
No, I've got 7 of those. Seven. See, I should have done instead of white, I should have used like a gold metallic or a bronze metallic on them. I think that would have been sharp too.
Can't see you.
Oh, I'm not doing anything. I was trying to put the glue back, the lid back on the glue. But instead of the white, if I used like a metallic, I think that could be really sharp as well.
Yeah.
Hey, Marty, nice to see you. We are doing mini collage thingies.
Thingies.
I'm not following orders or the pattern. Well, I am, but I'm not.
Well, we wouldn't expect anything less.
Okay, so now I need a whole bunch of wobble cut papers, right?
It's not as easy as it looked.
No?
I didn't think so. But,
Okay.
that's just me.
Got this one. I'm looking for little painted bits. Little painted bits. Oh my, I don't really have. Okay, I can use this stuff. Got that. Got this. This. Ooh, that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun. So you just cut wobbly bits and then went across the circle.
Yep, and just glued them down.
Okay.
When I cut them, I laid them in order so I'd know which one went after the other. I cut way too many pieces. I think it would have been a lot more enjoyable if I would have not cut as many papers.
Yeah.
But, even if you just did 4, you're going to get a good variety. Especially, one thing about this that kind of keeps you thinking on your jelly prints is now you can do little jelly prints, fill them up with design because you're going to cut them into little pieces.
Right.
So I cut it this because I thought it would be kind of different. What do you think?
Oh, I like that.
I wanted to, I only have one size of oval punch, so I can't cut another one. So I outlined it, but it's not really quite dark enough or wide enough. There we go. Maybe I got it this time.
Yeah, that's going to be the harder part, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
I don't mind it like this. I really don't. But do we like it better? Actually, I cut it for this side, but I outlined that side. But I don't want it centered because it's an oval, so I want it up like that.
yeah,
What do you think?
I like the oval and I like it offset like that. I really do.
But I think I should outline the yellow. I think it goes better.
Yes.
Unless I screw it up and then it'll be the other side. My Sharpies, once the fine tip gets not so fine, they get put another spot to be used for filling in and stuff like that. That's crazy that I have to separate them like that. But once they're nubbed down a little bit, they're not good for fine lines.
No, I know. It's annoying when that happens. I'm pretty rough on my Sharpies, I have to admit. Pretty darn rough. Okay, so we'll go you.
Okay. So I have done 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's going to have to be doodled on. It's just too light. Or too dark, I mean.
Yeah.
It needs some. I could go through and put white dots in all the black parts, or I could just doodle on the other. But I don't have good gel pens. I can't get a gel pen to do what I want it to half the time.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Person who invents the perfect white pen, paint pen, pencil, whatever it is going to have a zillion friends.
Well, I love this one, the Signo.
Yeah,
Those I like. Oh, I need one more.
I like that too, but sometimes the paint, for lack of a better word, splits.
It does. It does. So then you scribble with it and it'll come back together. Does it does.
Well, I need some more black circles.
Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry and then I'm gonna trim it down. What else have I got in here for cardstock? Cardstock. I should have white cardstock in here someplace.
So if anybody asks you what you did today, say, I watched Jean punch black circles.
You did. You did. You know, this one. I thought I had lots of cardstock circles in here. So what happens if I just do them on regular paper? We'll find out. We will find out.
I don't think I've ever had a punch get this much use in one day.
Can't wait to cut these out and see what they look like. Oh, it slid. Don't slide. No sliding. Got any exciting plans for the weekend, Marty? I'm gonna have lots of little bits left over. I'm not on screen. Sorry, guys. Oh, why aren't you fitting with this one? Something's a little off with that one. I don't know why. The others all fit. But I'm doing circles. I'll cut them out after. Sometimes you wish you could wear earrings. I love earrings. I always have earrings on.
So what do you think? With the mix of magazine and the solid colors, yay or nay?
I make you big and we'll check again. Hang on. Find my mouse. Come on, mouse. Where are you? Hang on. There we go. Yay. The matte and the gloss, I don't know.
Well, I'm going to gloss the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, then it should be fine.
Yeah.
I don't mind the solids and the patterns.
I could doodle this one too.
You could doodle that one too.
Yeah. I think I'm going to doodle it, but I'm going to glue it down first.
Okay.
I don't hate it. When I see it on the screen, I like it better than I do. Oh, see, I've almost emptied my glue stick.
Yay. I should have used more paper that had more pattern on it, I think.
Yeah.
Papers that I chose for this. But
Well,
I doodle it.
I was going through a bunch of my paper stuff, and I have a bunch of old greeting cards, and there's some really tiny print on those, like
Yeah.
that 30s fabric kind of thing.
Okay.
So I think I might try the greeting card thing. I think the thing with the greeting cards, and I may find that with this too, because it's cardstock and magazine pages, so the thickness of the paper could make a difference.
It could, definitely.
So we'll see. My fingers are all sticky.
Mine too. Mine too.
Uh-oh, I just did a Kim.
Uh-oh.
I turned over this solid sheet of paper to put glue on the back.
I knew exactly where that was going as soon as you said it. That's why I'm laughing. Uh-oh. Probably should have gapped these, but if I'd have done black circles, I probably would have gapped them. But I'm just laying them flat, and I'll put marker between, and then I don't know what. I don't know what. Just don't know. Maybe I'll add white to the marker again. We'll see. Now, this is weird. I think
I've already got my next thought and process of what I want to do with these. Using a photocopy of one of my doodles. So
okay.
it's all black and white.
Oh, wouldn't that be stunning? I think that'd be absolutely stunning.
I think it'd be cool.
We're so tiny. I don't know. Oh, see, we should be this one. Sorry. That's me. I apologize. Is that better, Marty? So I'm doing the wibble wobble one now.
Oh,
And this one. And then I'm going to trim them. Uh-oh, I got two the same, side by each. Well, I didn't plan that out at all. Three. Well, it's okay. Maybe. Let's see if I can flip this one. I'm just going to do a bit of rearranging here. There we go. All right. So turn this pile over and we'll start with this one and start trimming. So now I'm just trimming around the circles. These were supposed to be done for earrings. Jean found a book and these beautiful mosaic things were done for earrings. But of course, I decided that they would make great buttons in journals or tuck spots because I'm using cardboard. So I'm just using from a 2-hole punch, 2-inch hole punch or circle punch. So I could use them as earrings. It's supposed to start out layering 8 pieces of paper, glue them together to make the circle, and then you do your mosaics on top. So they're pretty solid. This one's got the 8 layers of paper, and it's like you can't bend it. They're lovely. So I did these ones because some of them are done with triangles. So I cut out a whole bunch of circles out of and then just cut triangular shapes. And then she did some with these wobble cuts. And so I took a stack of paper and cut them so that I have layers so that they would all fit together, is what I'm trying to say. Fit together. And
Now that's much easier.
what?
Cutting them out of a square or rectangle and then trimming them.
Yeah. Well, no, I glued them on to the circle.
Yeah. Well, I did mine out of a circle of paper, so I had to put them in the right order.
Oh,
And yeah.
I'm lazy. I admit it, I'm lazy. So anyway, we're now while I'm trimming them to fit the circles, and then I don't really hand cut circles very well, even if I've got a circle underneath to work from. Let's put the cap on the glue. So I have a whole stack of these ones to play with. All these bits. All those bits. These are still pretty wet. Because I used wet glue. I started using glue sticks and went back to my liquid glue because I like it so much more. You know, if I had brains, I would just take my hole punch and punch them again. But no. But these are fun too, Jean. I really like these wobble cut ones. You know, if I did them in blues and greens, they would be like little landscapes. Then I could do little tree silhouettes and things. Oh. Well. You know, I'm not going to end with this now. I'm going to have to find some blues.
I'm going to try my next ones with painty papers.
That's all I'm using is painted papers. I was going to use magazines, but really, I don't have exciting, florally pretty magazines.
Well, what I've been using is a book pages. So
Yeah, I guess I could have pulled out an old book to do that too. Or calendars, I guess. Except I've pretty much hacked up all my calendars already into various things. But I do have a couple of big books, picture books I could hack up. All right. These are all whoa. Got 7 of these as well.
cool.
But I really wish I would have used more exciting papers. But I'm going to do the outlines of the bobble cuts. And I don't know if I will put white on them or not. We'll see. But definitely do the black and then an edge. Oh my, this is a little bit harder to see than the triangles. Am I
I
on
don't have
screen?
my doodle pins in here to start doodling on, so not the ones I would want to use.
Focus, focus, focus. Come on, come on, come on.
Look, we kind of made poker chips.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you one neon colored star. Ah,
Oh,
I think I really want littler triangles. I know that would be so horrible.
what do you mean littler triangles? Skinnier? The
Skinnier ones, yeah.
mine are so all over the place. I don't know.
See, this one's got skinnier than that one,
Right,
and I do kind of like this better.
with the more on.
Yeah. So we're gonna try it again. This time I'm gonna
Well,
punch.
you're good. You do one at a time. I have to do multiples.
Well, I'm using the same components. Does that count?
Yeah, yeah.
Just trying to find me some new colors.
Yeah. I haven't got much in the way of pinks. I should have done that on our print along on Sunday. I should have done some pinks. Like I said, I got a lot of mud from Sunday, but some of this is from Sunday, so I'm using it and it doesn't look bad in these little bits.
Yep. Come on.
The edge. Now, as I say, I'm not sure that I'm going to add the white. I'll do one and we'll see what we feel like. If that's. And maybe instead of dots, I'll do those little S marks. Since they're wobbly. Were you thinking of doodling like right on the.
Mm-hmm. Because you know what? If I doodle on this and I don't like it,
Yeah,
I can glue more stuff over it.
you can. That's true. Very true. I just think these are make lovely buttons, like really fun buttons.
Yep.
Yeah, you can seal them. Jean's going to be using a poly varnish, I believe. Is that what you said, Jean? The same
Yeah.
stuff you use for your beads? Right now, what I've got for sealer. Oh, I'm echoing. What the heck? All of a sudden, um, is Mod Podge, a gloss Mod Podge. So I would have to lay them out so that they could dry for a couple of days, which is okay.
Well, I'm going to spray them with a matte sealer first because I've had a lot of issues with things smearing with a good varnish or something on them.
Yeah.
So I always try to matte seal them first with a spray so that they're kind of sealed.
So I've got all the segments outlined. So I could just do even like stitches, like sewing stitches down them. Let's try
Mm-hmm.
that. Let's see what that does. What that looks like. I like it.
I think my least favorite part of this is cutting the triangles
Yeah,
because I don't want to sit and cut and cut and cut. So I'm cutting several at a time and it's hard.
yeah. What do you think? Stitch marks? Or
Yes.
did we like the dots better?
Um, I think this would not work for that.
I think so too. And they're fast. And they're fast, which I like. Of course, if I had a sewing machine, I could always run them through the sewing machine too. I think that could be kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very cute. They kind of look like marbles now to me with those. I don't know why. Oh, now I want to do, well, hmm, almost want to do almost like doodling on them the way they do mandala segments.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Butterroll, welcome. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yeah, we did ones like this. So they were all triangles. That's what Jean's working on right now, is doing some triangles on circles. And she did some like this. So I had to catch up and do some like that. Not sure what the next, or if there's going to be a next one. These are the only two kind of, but I will admit, just doing these on two pieces of paper, I really like these ones better,
The thick ones.
the thick ones.
There's something about that.
Yeah, they're just, so I mean, I have lots of paper sitting there that I can just glue together and then put these on top.
I think what it is to me is they're substantial piece of art, even though they're tiny. Because
Yeah,
they're heavy duty and
yes.
I know that may sound kind of weird, but
No, I like it. I get it. But yeah, now it makes me definitely want to do much more patterned collage paper. Like
yeah.
they're plain. I like the ones where I've got the black and yellow stamping on. Although I really do kind of like that one as well. I don't know. I don't know.
I like the littler triangles.
You like the littler triangles? I like mine. They're all different sizes. I think that with me, if I did littler triangles, I would definitely have to put a center on. Hmm. You know what? I can doodle one and see how I like it without doing them all.
Yep.
Okay, we'll do this one. I'm such a rebel. Well, I don't know. I just see things and have to do it the way I see them, right? Uh,
Well, one thing is that you can doodle on it before you glue it to your other layers.
yeah,
So then you don't have to worry about wasting all of it
yeah,
if it doesn't work.
true. Okay, do we like it with the patterns or we do not like it with the patterns?
Off screen, go the other direction. There you go. I don't know. It looks more like an ornament that way.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Okay, I will finish doodling this one. It will be one of a kind, guys. One of a kind.
Come on. I know there's some more pink. There you are. Oh my goodness. And you're just the right size.
Perfect. Yeah, this looks too ornamentatious. What ornamenty or something?
Too frou frou.
Yep.
I'd sure like to know how the heck that lady got all her centers centered.
I know. That's why I say she had to have measured. She really had to have measured everything to the nth degree. Okay, there we go. Not a fan. Not a fan. Not a fan. But I'll still use it as a button. Okay. I have lots of just white paper.
Well, there it is with the littler triangles.
That's cute. Can I
I
make
like
it?
it.
I'm going to make you big. Hang on. Making you big. Finding my cursor. I'm fuzzy.
And I didn't have to trim anything on this one.
Okay.
Right there's a little bit I need to trim. when I run my finger across the center. Everything is good till right here. Those 4 pieces. Or, well, just half of it. I don't know. I like it.
Me too.
I'm probably going to put a center on it, but I don't know. Oh my gosh.
What?
I just had this idea.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
No, doggone it.
What?
I was thinking I could punch
Oh.
and then make it a donut shape.
Oh.
But let's see if the
The punch
oval.
doesn't fit in the middle, does it?
No. Dag nabbit. I mean, I could have even done the off center.
Yeah.
That's why I tried the oval, but it's just the oval is too close to the top of it.
Right.
Because that would be easy to do all the layers if I just put this in and punch it.
Right.
And they would be consistent. I'd have to make sure I line them up when I glue them.
Right.
No, can't do it. And the only long reach punch I have is like, an eighth of an inch.
That's annoying. But from here, that glossy magazine page looks pretty special. Like,
All right, here we go. I found a punch that went.
okay, we're watching.
Okay. Oh, it missed one little piece there. But the center part of it is so cute.
It is.
Even though it's just a mess of things, but it's so cute.
It is really cute.
So let's outline the inner side so it looks like the outside. I need a chisel tip for that. It's so much easier.
Yeah, I like my chisel tips for that reason.
Okay, so. Oh, look, even if I did that.
It looks like a little mini CD.
Yeah. Okay, let's try this punch. And I pushed it in all the way.
Okay, Marty. Thanks for coming.
Let's see if they line up. They do. I'm so excited.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
And see, I can do this now. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this.
Looks like a record.
Uh-huh. So I can line it right up. Now, I can use this green one on top of this one. Dum, 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 dum.
Dun.
Yay!
That's really cute.
Yep. So I'm going to be able to get my other ones punched to fit.
That's really awesome. I don't have any punches that will do that.
If this circle was any bigger, or any smaller, it wouldn't work.
Yeah, just the right size.
Yep. And I can still use this green one in the layers
You can?
because that little hole won't make a big difference in the layers.
No?
No, come on.
Oh no, oh no.
Yeah, it doesn't want to punch this time.
I have no idea whose number that is.
Yay, they're still matching up. I don't know where what I punched went.
Huh.
Flew over me.
So some of these circles that I had here were hand cut and they don't quite fit. Let me find my cursor. I go big now. Oh, why am I fuzzy? Come on. Come on, come on. Let's not be fuzzy. Is that okay? I don't know.
Yeah.
So anyway, some of these circles were hand cut. They don't quite match up, but I figured if I'm just using them as buttons in my journals, that's still going to be okay because it's still going to be really good and thick.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still doing 8 layers of the copy paper. And then this is the regular paper and the collage on top. So that's like 10 layers, guys. So those are going to be really good and solid when they're all dry. And that's good because that way I can use up these kinds of things. Oh, I keep fuzzing out here. What the heck? Is it because I'm moving too fast inside this screen or what?
I don't know.
I don't normally fuzz out like that.
No.
Weird. You can see how dirty my hands are too. Whoop.
That makes us even. My hands were dirty last time we played together. Sunday.
Mine were too. Mine were too.
Well, I'm thrilled. I knew that I wasn't going to get to exactly what I wanted to accomplish until I'd done several. This is really close. This is really close.
But that is really cute. Hi, Allie. Nice to see you.
One of the templates that I made that I scanned in to cut is a pumpkin.
Oh.
I thought that might be kind of fun to make a little collaged pumpkin. I don't know.
It would.
It might be one where I lay the pumpkin down and just collage it, not so much the triangles.
Yeah.
I can't get over how happy this makes me.
I know. Isn't it fun when things make you happy?
Oh, yes.
Okay. That's cardstock. That is multi-layers. That's cardboard. That's multi-layers. So I just have 2 that would just be straight glued down onto the book page unless I do a couple more of those. You're right. I really do like them thicker, Jean.
I do too.
They've got some substance. Even these ones just on cardboard aren't as bad. Like, I don't like them as much as the 8 layers that we've got.
Oh man, putting a hole in the center. They line up even better putting them together because you can
Oh,
put your finger on there and they fit.
yeah. What a
Oh,
good idea.
the little joys.
I know. It's crazy, isn't it? But that's the fun thing about doing them. Really
Thanks,
is.
Sally.
I'm not fuzzy to you, Marty? Well, thanks. That's good. That's good. Yeah, Jean is going to be making jewelry with hers, or she planned on making some really lovely jewelry. I can see exactly what she's thinking.
That's scary.
I I thought, yeah, those could make really cool earrings. And then the more I handled them, the more it's like, I just want those as buttons, big buttons.
Well, these are going to be massive size pendants because they're 2.5 inches. I have a 2-inch circle punch, but it's in a drawer. This one was handy.
Well, I had all these 2-inch circles punched already for various things, and some of them are just hand cut. So I figured, let's just use some of this stuff up because really, so that's 7. So if I put this one on, that'll be 9 layers. That should be really good and solid.
Well, this one is my least layers, and it's a little thicker than an LP.
Yeah, I will definitely have to take marker to the edges.
That's the good thing about the black.
Yeah, but my black is white core.
Yeah, that's what you said. I forgot about that. So how many times have I punched circles for this one to get it thick? And I use them for something else.
Well, it's just the way it happens.
Oh, so these that are already hard that I did yesterday, I just can't get over that.
I love that sound. It's all
So,
about the sound. All about the sound. Doing like little mini journals. Ooh,
oh, I found 3 more circles.
there you
Now
go.
I have to decide if I want to make this one thicker or not. Yeah, I do. Oh, but then that means I have to punch some more holes. With that punch that was boogering up. Let's see.
I have to admit, Jean, I really like these. I really like these.
So, if you're ever punching a hole in the center of something, make a second one a different color so you can line it up always. I'm sure it's not perfect, but it's really close. I love it when I come up with a good idea that helps me.
Yes.
And this just happened, but let me see. It it landed on this pink ring, and I moved it, so I'm going to see what it looks like. What it would look like. This landed on there like that.
Oh, that's
Wouldn't that make a
beautiful.
gorgeous earring?
It would make a lovely earring. Absolutely wonderful earring.
And even if you didn't want to make it into earring, okay, it's not equal layers, but you could do that on both sides and have the
Right.
pendant hang down. And after you hardened it and the thickness, you
Yeah.
get the hole between them. That would make a really cool pendant too.
Or if you had one of those on either side, it would make a nice top of a bracelet.
Oh yeah, it would. I don't know how I'm going to feel about wearing these things for bracelets because I tend to shower or do the dishes with my
Yeah.
jewelry on. So
Yep. I know that feeling. That makes sense. That does. That does.
I say that, but today I actually took them all off. I don't know why I did, but I did.
Okay, so I put a thick backing on that ornament.
Oh,
That's really kind of funky looking.
well, you don't know if you don't try.
Exactly. Okay, one more set, and then that's done. All right.
I'm definitely going to pull out some of the old greeting cards and try that.
Yeah,
Some, and I might even go through some of my ugly scrapbook paper.
for sure. Because a lot of times you get some like really miniature print things,
Yeah.
right? I think I had a 6x6 booklet, and it was like mini prints for using in doll houses for like carpets and wallpaper.
Uh huh.
That would work really good for this.
So there's my donut. If I had to place these in order of favorites, would be really hard to do.
I like the one with the off centered oval.
There. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, and number 6. But I might like this one better when I doodle on it.
Yeah,
And I'm really not a big fan of the solid colors. I'm going to leave them because of a project that's in the back of my mind, but
right.
I'm just not in love with it, you know?
Yeah, yeah. No, I like it, but I admit they're not the first ones my eyes are drawn to either.
I mean, that's my colors. I use all those bright colors like that all the time, but
Like they
I
just
don't know.
don't.
And maybe I'll doodle on, maybe after I doodle on this one and see what that looks like, I'll get the courage to doodle on these also.
Right. All right. Well, I just have to trim some of this white back and black the edges, and these are all done. Wow, Jean, it's been 3 hours again.
Yep.
So, thank you guys all for being here. I hope that we have inspired you to play with some little collages. I love these. Seriously, I think these are going to make great buttons and great, things for when you're closing your journals, like the wrap button things. Even just a grouping of them on the front, I think it would be really cute. Tuck spots, jewelry, sky's the limit when it comes to these. So I will be back Sunday at 12:45. Clocks are changing this weekend because it's daylight savings time starting this weekend. What else? That's kind of about it. Love all Jean's toys that she did. These are mine. And all these,
It would be fun to do super thick ATC coins.
it would. I would love to do these into coins. Because, I mean, this could just be background, right? You can still focal point it. Don't doodle it like that. That looks like an ornament. But, I mean, even these, I could do something as a coin, some florals or whatever. So, again, thank you guys all for being here. Everybody in the balcony, everybody who watches replay, everybody who's here in chat. I appreciate each and every one of you. Again, happy International Women's Day. And got anything to say, Miss Jean?
Just have a great weekend. Thank y'all for coming.
All right. Bye now, everyone. Take care.
Bye.
Big hugs.